This is a traffic jam.
Is that the third?
Traffic jam.
Doing is that the third? Is that the third? Doing is that the third?
Yo, what is good, world? It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King, the third. And as always, I have my lovely co-host with the most by my side, Miss Rici Pieci, the one and only.
Hey, y'all.
And we thank y'all for tuning in and turning up and pulling up and popping out to another live taping of This, That, and the Third, the lifestyle show that gives you life.
Literally.
Now, we're going to begin the show in the best fashion we know how, and that's with shouting out our sponsors, beginning with none other than Maker's Mark. Shout out to everybody making their mark in their respective lanes and or industries.
And I don't know about this one, y'all, because he has been missing in action.
We got a couple sponsors missing today, but shout them out anyway.
Shout
man.
out to Mountain High.
What
Climb
they do?
your way to the top.
And shout out to Panty Droppers. They was our caterers last month and a couple months ago, and they couldn't make it. They had an emergency.
Family
Should
emergency.
be happening. But I'm going to say this to all of y'all black-owned businesses. Okay? When you find out there's an emergency, we find out it's an emergency. We shouldn't call you to find out there's an emergency. So I'm just going to put that out there. Okay? Moving right along. So we're going to begin the show in the best fashion we know how by beginning with some new news for all our new news. So Ms. Reese, we're topping off our news segment this week.
Okay, so you know the CDC dropped the quarantine, right, rule that you have to quarantine. So you no longer have to quarantine even if you have COVID.
Who is CDC?
Center for Disease Control.
Say it with your chest. Somebody didn't know it. Go ahead.
But
Y'all ain't know it. Y'all
So
said it
they're-
with a question mark. CDC.
she did say it.
Okay,
so
go
look,
ahead.
So they're currently investigating a fast-moving outbreak of E. coli in Ohio and Michigan.
E. coli. Dog, if it ain't pock, it's eco them. You said where at?
In Ohio, so very close. Ohio and
Midwest. Those
Michigan.
sounded like Midwestern
Yes,
states.
Yes. So did y'all see, I know I posted it on the page, the fool who went to McDonald's with monkeypox?
Did y'all see that? That nigga had a 20-piece on his arm. Ugh. Yes.
Okay, so
It's real.
I would have been okay if in that video he had on gloves,
Something.
a long sleeve shirt.
Something.
Like, no, he went to order.
He's a customer.
So meaning he
He's a
touched
customer.
his money, he gave the money to her,
Here you go.
or credit, you know what I'm saying? Unless, I doubt it, or the cup, like.
It wasn't touchless. Maybe
Yeah.
that nigga used the global mobile app because McDonald's does have that. So maybe he did a touchless transaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we are. That part.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do a monkeypox check in here really quick because I know I touched some hands.
Raise
and,
your hand. You got
like-
monkeypox.
Anybody got bumps? Anybody? No? Everybody good? Okay. Okay.
Just me?
Not that y'all would tell. I wouldn't tell.
You don't have to tell. It's gonna tell on you. And that's the biggest thing that we was discussing on the last episode. If y'all tuned in on IG by searching This and the Third with the third spell I like the Roman numeral 3. We was talking about how you could be discreet with COVID. You. Oh no! I just got a dry throat. Monkeypox? No, nigga. You're not getting away with that. There's no hand sanitizer that can save you.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's bad. It really.
But let me ask you
really
this,
bad.
man, because this is real. Do anybody know? I'm not saying y'all got it, but does anybody know of anybody that has monkeypox in their circle, in their village?
No.
That's the crazy part to me. Like, where are the monkeypox in Chicago? Because they're here, but where are they?
I know.
I don't know.
I hope to keep it away.
Please
Okay.
and thank you.
So yeah, y'all be safe. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Oh, that's another thing. So I told you on my flight back,
Where you was at?
I was in Vegas.
What you was doing?
It was for work.
Why you was out there?
It was work. On my flight back, we boarded, but we couldn't take off because the pilot was out of
Drunk.
his time. They needed a new pilot, and then the plane was
Sleepy.
overweight, right? But sitting on that plane and hearing, I was like, what the? Do nobody care anymore? Is it just like we out here?
No, COVID is accepted now. COVID is cool. You know what I'm saying? Monkeypox is not. And I hate to say it like that, but it's like when the media takes the attention off of whatever the disease of the day is, we just kind of go back, la, 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 la. And then, we're more worried about the other things that they're focused on. So it just seems like they've taken their attention off. You just said CDC has abandoned or
The quarantine
lessened.
rule,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like, so we going to blind lead the blind out here. And we was having a conversation about that before we went live, about how health care professionals didn't professionally care about health during a global pandemic. It was like niggas was just throwing shit against the wall and seeing what stuck. It was like, try this mask. That mask ain't working. Try quarantine. That shit ain't quarantine. Try lemon water and boil it and sniff it while you're standing over the stove. It was like...
How many of y'all did that? I did it.
I tried it, man. I tried it.
I did it.
Yeah. I drank Lysol, too.
My parents still keep a pot.
I did. It was lemon flavored, though. It was lemon flavored. Yeah.
Okay, so moving on. So in Louisiana, that's one of the states that banned abortion. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So a woman was forced to deliver a baby. The baby was diagnosed with a no-skull medical condition, meaning the baby's skull just did not develop. Right? It's a rare and fatal thing that happens, right? Mm-hmm. But under their law, because the parent was not in danger, like she couldn't get she had to go through the entire pregnancy and have it. I mean, I guess she could have went to another state, but that's not the point. The point is she stayed in Louisiana.
This is like, this is extreme, dog. To have a rule or a law that makes you give birth to a headless horseman is crazy. Like, this is not Sleepy Hollow, bro. What are we doing, bro? That's not the first instant I heard of that. I heard another story, and I don't know what the prognosis was, but something was fucked up with the baby, and they still made the lady keep it, and then it fucked her up. You know what I'm saying? Like, the parent not being in danger is like, oh, okay, but still, like, get out my belly. At some point, like, I have to go to term. We can't just act like it was a preemie.
Yeah, that was sad. It was really, really sad.
I'm dead ass, though. I'm dead ass. Get this baby out of my stomach.
Okay.
Does anybody support, what's it called, non-abortion? Is anybody against abortion in here? Stand up so we can stone you. No, I'm just saying. No? Okay, I was just making sure we was amongst family.
Okay.
But you said that was in Texas?
Louisiana.
Okay. Do we know the states that are, because again, it's not that Roe versus Wade said that abortion is prohibited. It said that states now have the jurisdiction to decide themselves, correct? As opposed to the feds being able to just say across all 50 states, right? So do we know the states that are saying that abortion is legal? We know Texas. It sounds like Louisiana. Oklahoma.
Louisiana. Alabama.
Georgia.
Arizona.
What about Georgia? Anybody know? Georgia. You can't get an abortion in Atlanta. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Atlanta's not a state.
No, but it's in Georgia.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. And it's not a county by county, city by city thing. It's straight state by state. I'm clear now. But Illinois is, we good.
Yeah, we're good.
So just come see us. Come see it. We will give abortions here on the, ma'am. Go ahead. We ain't giving no damn abortions. Why your eyes light up like that? Oh, really? Oh, really? Go ahead. This, that, and the C-section.
Okay, so when I saw this, and when I say it, everybody gonna be like, oh, we knew that. Can we talk?
Tevo.
Tev Kim.
Come on, son. I co-wrote that shit low-key.
He finally opens up about how he identifies as a gay man.
No. Really? That nigga been looking off. I'm not gonna say he been looking gay, but I was telling somebody.
Sickly?
Sickly. That was a better word, right? He got uglier as he got older, no? Tevin Campbell is not the young heartthrob he used to be.
He's not as youthful.
Yeah. That nigga cracked. I don't know if he was on crack, but his black cracked.
I don't think he said. So basically he said he's never hid it. He's never shied away from it. But back then it just wasn't accepted. So he didn't flaunt it.
You know what's crazy? I see a common thread of flamboyancy amongst our brothers with those that have come up under the tutelage of Quincy. I feel like this nigga, Quincy and Puff Daddy was getting niggas out the way, dog. Do y'all not see a trend? Did I say something wrong? Caroline Knox, speak freely. I feel like Quincy Jones has been turning young men out for a long time. I mean, Quincy Jones is very sexually ambiguous, I heard. Ambiguous? Ambiguous? Gay. The nigga's gay. And
Okay,
then Diddy is just a freak.
who else?
I feel like Will Smith is gay, and he came up under Quincy. Y'all don't feel like Will Smith is gay? Come on, son. Come on, son. I'm not saying y'all think Will is gay today, but you thought he was gay at some point. 6 Degrees of Separation. Yeah. Yeah. That was his first movie. He wasn't that good of an actor back then. That nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Okay. We gonna go with that? That was a movie? Y'all ain't never thought Will Smith was on the spectrum? Nothing? Okay. Okay. I'm just saying, man.
I just want to say for the record, Jada, I don't feel that way. I don't think that. I love the Red Table. I'm all for the Smiths. That's purely Calvin. Just in case we meet at some point. I'm just saying, it's not me, it's Calvin.
I said to that nigga face and then duck. 'Cause he's a smacker. He's a smacker. So, but no, I'm just saying, and that's with all due respect. I think that everybody knows gay people, has gay people in their family, and loves them nonetheless. But I feel like it's that it's 2022, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying Tevin
But do
Campbell
they?
just came out, huh?
But do they
But do they what?
care?
Care about what?
Like if Denzel came out and said he was gay, people would
Wait, El
care.
Wu almost lost it. See, nobody better say nothing about bad about Miss Bonita. But you know that bitch gay though, right? Nah, but Denzel, no, that's a man's man. That's a man's man. But Wesley, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain people that are off limits, and there's certain people that you be like, okay. What was that thing he did with Vin Rames? Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah, with the dress.
Yeah, you know, what we doing? What we doing? Eddie Murphy, y'all been had him. We still love him. Yeah, come on, man. My. These niggas have been gay, bro. These niggas are ointment.
I never heard that.
You never heard of what?
Well, I don't know. I didn't get the memo.
No, man. Eddie Murphy was gay with Johnny Gill. What? That was a rumor. I'm not saying that's facts. I'm saying that was the rumor when we were children. When we were young. But I'm saying that to say it's the part about living in secrecy and being ashamed of it when it's like I don't think anybody here would judge you nonetheless if you just came out and been like, man, who I be bam? Like who just did that? Gerard Carmichael? Nobody give a fuck.
Exactly. What'd he do?
He had a
Because
whole
not
special.
everybody knows.
You know who
him.
he is, right? From the Carmichael Show. He came out as gay on his latest HBO special. Nobody cares. That's the thing. Like that's not breaking news. Niggas is gay every day, B.
I don't think it's a surprise for him.
Really?
We were questioning.
Were you surprised when you heard Tevin was gay?
No.
Exactly. Moving right along.
I'm okay. So,
But I will say this. One, I heard some funny shit, and I feel like it's disrespectful, but I'm gonna share it. A nigga said to the Brittany Griner tribute. Did y'all see that? The Martin in Place Brittany Griner tribute. A nigga said, I'm tired of hearing from the eligibility community. I said, eligibility? You mean LGBTQ? Nigga called them the eligibility community. First of all, that was funny as hell. Second of all, and this is not funny. Simmer. This is not funny. So everybody is doing the whole woo-wabby bam this and the third as it comes to the spectrum, right? And then you got what? L is lesbian, B is bisexual, G gay, LGBT, T transgender. When it comes to transgender, and that seems to be the one that people can't seem to get with for real, when people be changing their sex. I'm speaking to somebody that's in the medical profession. They're talking about how there's one, I think I sent you something about this, how Big Pharma is really profiting off of the pills and the hormones and the things that it takes to go through your transition, right? So don't, take your eye off the wheel, so to speak. And then two, I heard there's like a death gap that exists with that, where like you go through your transition, you live in your truth and whatever, bam, and you die 20 years younger than you would have otherwise. And that shit blew my mind too.
do
like,
they know
damn,
that?
I don't know, but that's the thing. Like, do y'all think about that? If you change how, and I'm not trying to go there, but let's go there. If you change how God designed you to be, Shout out to the hermaphrodites. Like, if you were supposed to be that, you that. But if you change what God designed you to be, and you think that there's no consequences or repercussions for that, I just think niggas ain't talking about that. Niggas is dying like a whole 20 years early. Something's up, bro. Something's up. So just put a pin in that, and we'll revisit it. Go ahead.
All righty. Okay, so talking about hormones and sex
Things of that nature.
changes, right? So there's been a trend lately that more men are getting enhancements to their genital areas, and BBLs are dying out. So this doctor and
Wait, what? Did you hear the roar from the crowd? Oh, wait, I got questions. Tell us more.
So Angela Kogan, who runs a medical spa in Miami, basically she's saying her clientele has now flipped.
Okay.
It's less BBLs and more men enhancing their penises.
But have you heard or seen that niggas have been getting BBLs as well? Ab sketching and BBLs and calf implants.
Well, no, I've seen calf implants since white guys have been doing that for years.
Skipping leg day and just cheating. He said, your thighs don't match your calves, nigga, they ain't real. All right, so niggas is getting what? Ball widening? What are they getting? Like, what would you need? What would you need, bro?
They're enhancing the length, maybe the width. I don't know.
Can I get a girth graph? What? He's like, can you just pull my shit real hard and hopefully it'll stay that way? What's going on in the world, dog?
I don't know, but I think, let's think about it. Women have been getting enhancements, color, weave,
But they ain't
lashes.
been getting deeper pussies, like, nigga.
But no, they go get it rejuvenated.
I would think that makes it a little bit more.
Right, so because that's what they need. Men need length, I guess. I mean, length and width, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Yeah. Hey, raise your hand if you need a bigger dick, man. Fellas.
Nobody's gonna raise their hand.
What? That's crazy. Ladies, raise your hand if your man needs a bigger. Hey, man, I don't know, dog. I just don't know. Because isn't that like a little bit too, was it like you could, like it's a slippery slope. Because if it's like, man, I went from 7 to 9, I now want 11 and 13. And now I want 31. And now I can't walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever seen somebody with some abnormally ass big breasts? You was like, why you go that far? Like, what if niggas go that far? And it's just like, man, excuse me. You're not getting in the club, bro. You're not getting in the club. I'm just saying, bro. Like, when is enough enough? Can't we just be happy with what God gave us?
Apparently not.
Okay. Interesting, and totally off topic. Have you seen the new movie with Jamie Foxx and Megan Good?
No, I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Y'all seen that? Has Megan Good had work done to her non-face? What? Her eyebrows? Now I'm talking about she like franked up. You know what I'm saying? Is that her? Oh, you ain't seen it? Okay. We'll get back to it. Yeah, it's this thing called Day Shift. It's a new movie she got, and she's playing Jamie Foxx's ex-wife, but she was franked up, and I just didn't know if that was all her or not, but it looks good. Go ahead, though. I'm sorry. Are there any health disparities with the, what are they called? DDL? What's this acronym? What's the acronym?
They don't have an acronym yet.
Okay.
I don't know.
Need to get dick lifts.
Yeah.
How much does the dick lift cost?
I don't know.
How much does a BBL cost?
I don't know.
What do you know, bro? Do y'all know that
I just know what other people doing. Okay?
Do y'all know that there's a difference between getting y'all work done in the States and over down south, like South America? I guess that's where the botched surgeries are coming in at is, you know.
And it's probably dirt cheap.
But if you go to
there.
Miami, it costs a lot more, but it looks Kardashian-like.
I mean, would you get your plastic surgery done in a place where most people aren't getting plastic surgery?
If I was impoverished,
then you shouldn't be getting plastic surgery.
you should be getting cereal for your children. Would you fuck a nigga with a fake dick? Ladies, what was said? This nigga got a G.I. Joe dick.
I mean, does he tell me?
I don't know. I think like with guys, we got to figure it out. So you figured it out. Like, that motherfucker don't pee right. That nigga ain't got no urethra. What would happen then? Or you just be like, it's good.
I don't know.
TBD. We'll let y'all know next month.
Next month.
I'm just saying, you can read an article or something. See what the responses are. I'm done.
Like I'm gonna try it out.
No, I'm saying she gonna research it.
Okay. Y'all boy, our guy.
Ooh.
R.
I
Kelly.
knew you was gonna say that, man.
He's
What about him
having
now?
a baby.
How he get somebody pregnant? It's called a buzzer beater. No, it's girl.
So, his fiance Jocelyn.
Y'all know Jocelyn?
Okay. They were doing IVF treatments prior to him going, and she's pregnant. She's with child. Yeah. How old is she?
That part.
I don't
She
know.
grown,
but
though. I feel like she grown.
let's congratulate him.
We will not be slow clapping R. Kelly and his baby. We will not be doing. I forgot there was a baby in the crowd. Let me stop cussing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just seen a baby head. I was like, yo, that's a baby.
Now y'all know when that baby starts
Yeah.
saying stuff, you know he got it from
Yeah,
him.
my bad. But no, so what happens? Because I heard he's pregnant in jail. Like I heard like he's not having a good go at it. I heard R. Kelly is not having a good time. No, jail's not supposed to be a good time though. Do y'all feel like if he serves 25, 30 years, that he comes out and is just all good? He's repaid his debt to society, or you can't come back from that? For what? I thought he got convicted. You know what though? I heard that y'all heard about the Trey Songz accusations.
Yeah, he was clear.
Because the lawyer that was like the main person that was trying to sue Trey Songz for sexual misconduct, whatever, tried to tell another victim, we'll slip you about $100,000 under the table and you just say what we tell you to say.
Yeah.
And she told on the lawyer.
Yep.
So not only is Trey Songz finna get off, dude finna probably get disbarred. Mm-hmm. But congratulations to R. Kelly. That's the moral of that story. Is he having a daughter though?
I don't know.
Oh, because karma be like, dog.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, so let's hop into some relationship questions.
All right, let's go to our favorite topic on this and the third, which is none other than relationships. What you got for Calvin Samuels? How can I help?
All right.
I'll do this. Stay with me.
Would you share your toothbrush with your significant other?
Teeth brush are intimate, dog. Well, I want to hear from the crowd on this one. Talia,
Okay, well, let me give you some
go ahead.
feedback.
Fire that
right?
mic up. If y'all would, Sarah, bring it to Sarah Bear down front, please.
So listen, the guy who, it was actually a white guy,
Of course.
and he said, I asked my wife, could I use her toothbrush for whatever reason? And she was like, no, no. And he was like,
Heck no.
I don't understand. We've had children together. We've licked in different
Yeah.
places.
Yeah. Put
and
mouths
yet
on each
I
other.
cannot use your toothbrush. So he was really baffled by it. So
Wife of how many years? I'm just saying, is this the
it's too late at that point.
is this the honeymoon? She's not ready for that. What you say, Sarah?
I mean, I would say I'm gonna wash it with soap first before you give it back to me. Like,
You gonna wash it with soap?
I need to clean
How
it.
disrespectful can you be as a wife? What do you mean? You gonna brush your teeth, or he gonna brush his teeth, and then you gonna wash it off with hand soap, and then you gonna put it back in your mouth? Interesting. I want to hear from somebody else, bro. Fellas, would you use your ladies? Ty, you married? Get Ty the mic, please.
Like,
Bucket hat,
damn.
shorty, please.
Don't get put out, Bill.
All right, answer correctly.
Choose the right answer, Ty.
Sure. I mean, if it's no more than 2 brushes, then yeah. But I mean, if it's more than one, then yeah. But I mean, if it's the last toothbrush on earth, yeah. But I'm not just gonna have multiple toothbrushes. Oh yeah, let's share a toothbrush.
Right. Out of necessity, though, you going.
Oh yeah, for sure. If that's all we got, then
Let's kick it over to the newly engaged, please. Let's go to Kels.
Now you already know.
Let's go to Kels. Let's go to Kels. finna be married. Let's set some boundaries, or no.
He said no.
No? Not gonna happen?
Said no. Yeah. I'm
What?
not surprised.
What, do you agree?
Me, I mean, I'm kind of like on the survival tip. On the survival tip, sure.
Right.
We've all been through COVID. You can put it through some sanitizer, some soap, some water,
Right.
what have you, if we have to. But yeah, probably on the normal, no.
Right. Okay. I think that's fair. I think that's nasty, just because, and that's why. I don't like using my own toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? Like, how often do y'all switch y'all toothbrush out? Don't tell me every 6 months when y'all go to the dentist, because that's not frequent enough. How often do y'all switch y'all toothbrush out?
How often do you switch yours?
As often as it falls on the floor. If I drop my toothbrush on the floor, it's gone.
Well, yeah, okay,
That's
but
no longer my toothbrush. I
but
clean
how
my shoes
often
with
do
that
you
now.
drop it on the floor?
Huh?
How often do you drop it on the floor?
On average, when my bristles get to doing this, that toothbrush is out of here.
Oh,
man.
but Calvin, that means you've had it longer than 6 months.
That just means I brush hard. I brush hard.
Why don't you get your electric toothbrush? You don't have to brush
I don't.
hard.
I don't have money, but
You
I
what?
do, I have a very unique set of skills.
You don't have
I'm
money.
joking, bro. But what I do have is a water pick. Y'all use water picks? It'll save your life.
What's that?
It's like instead of flossing every night, you water pick your teeth. It's just a I don't use it every night, but every Tuesday.
How much does that cost?
It's gonna run you about $99.99. Yeah. Survey says. But I do feel like one, that's disgusting. Cause like they say, and I don't know who they is, but the human mouth is like dirtier than an animal mouth or a dog mouth or something like that. Like it's something to the human mouth, right? And then just, I don't feel like the plaque and the tartar and the gingivitis is something that needs to be shared. I feel like I would rather use my finger. Y'all ever been in a situation where you like, it's your cousin's house and they got roaches? And you like, I'm good. Yeah. I'm gonna use my wash rag and polish my teeth. Like, there's options. Or you could just not brush. Have y'all ever gone a whole day without brushing your teeth?
Yes.
And you just, go out the day? That's an option too. Carry some
have.
peppermints. You got options.
I do that.
What? You don't brush your teeth every day?
Like, no, I brush my teeth every day, but if I'm rushing to my workout class in the morning, I might forget, and then I be like, at 3, like before I go pick up the kids, I be like, oh damn, you know what, I ain't brush my teeth.
Have you ever forgot to wash up?
No.
I'm about to say, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, because that's the thing, man. I heard like certain cultures and ethnicities don't feel like, one, you need to wash up every day, and two, you don't need to use soap.
Well, no, I've heard that.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Moving right along.
Okay.
She's gonna ask something nasty.
Okay. So I've been listening to this podcast called Dear Future Wifey. Okay, it's on Instagram and it's on YouTube. And so they just have different clips and they be talking about different things. And so the question is, before I tell you what he said,
Okay.
do you ask a woman what she brings to the table?
Do you ask a woman what she brings to the table? When? Hey, nice to meet you. What do you bring to the table? I'm sorry.
So, I agree.
That's not
I agree.
classy.
But like, does that come up ever? Maybe after you dating a while and like, or are you thinking, what does she bring to the table, right? Whether you actually ask her.
Let's kick it to BK. He has something to say. Let's kick it to BK. He said, yeah. Oh, right over here, please.
Then I tell y'all what they said.
I don't feel like that's a question that you like ask though. I think that's just something that you gotta like pay attention and see for yourself.
You
Like,
assess
you
it,
just-
yeah.
It's not a question that you ask. It's just one that you answer. You know what I mean?
Deep. This nigga deep.
Okay, how do you answer it? Like, do you answer it, or are you answering it by figuring out what she actually brings to the table?
I think you answer it for yourself by like, like getting to know them and just understanding like, oh, okay, I know this and that about this person. Like, you start to see what they bring to the table if you just
Type
pay
shit.
attention enough. Yeah.
What time frame would you give it? By this time in the relationship, you should know.
I give it about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Damn.
Y'all live together? Y'all spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, baby, you was walking out and you ain't take out the trash, so you gonna have to go. No, I don't know, 6 months.
6 months, okay. That's a long time. Coming out of COVID, that's 2 years right there. James, kick it to oh, you got something, Tolly?
I feel like the time frame should be different for everybody. Your time frame should be determined by A, what you bring to the table,
Excuse me.
and B, what's your appetite.
Tell us more.
Okay, if you want to know what somebody brings to the table, and you already bring everything that you need to be bringing, you may be able to give a person a little more time. Or if you don't bring anything to the table, you don't bring much to the table either, then you all may have time to grow together. It just completely depends.
Yeah.
I don't think you can really put a time
She's
frame on
getting
it.
close.
I don't think you can put a general time frame on it. It depends on the person, and like I said, it depends on what you bring to the table, and it also depends on what you want brought to your table.
Before I give my perspective, would anyone else like to share? Can you get her the mic, please? She's doing double duty.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think that you don't necessarily ask what someone brings to the table. You create your own list of questions in alignment with what you're looking for at the moment. And you ask those questions throughout the dating process, whether it be through text, phone calls, or in-person dating. And you collect data and you create your own analysis. And you don't have to ask the person because they don't know what you need or what you're looking for, because needs extend more than cooking and cleaning. It aligns with what you're looking for in life and the type of life you like to build with your family.
Damn. Yeah. The systematic approach. Okay. Anybody else? Hank? I'm just saying, Hank already got some good perspective. Going once, going twice. Hold on, let's get that mic so we can get you on the record, brother.
Then I'll tell you what he said.
All right, then we're going to go to Rici.
Yeah, honestly, man, like me, and this shouldn't apply to everybody, but I have like a strict 90-day rule.
Tell us about it.
90 days, it's not a question of what you bring to the table, like my man said. I think that's just something you observe, right? If you're around enough, you engage and you figure it out. But sort of like at 90 days, man, I feel like I've seen enough. It's either we're going to move forward or I'm good. And that's it.
All right, you're going to make an informed decision off the 90-day time
90
period.
days, that's plenty of time to observe. You know?
Plenty of time. All right. All right, so what did the survey say, Rici?
Okay, so what he actually said, which the young lady in the red glasses was kind of close. She was hitting around it. The guy said, I don't ask a woman what she brings to the table. I am the table. So whatever it is she needs or wants, if I am vibing and feel her, I'm not worried about what she brings because I got everything and it's handled.
Got everything for him and her?
For him and her. I just thought that was such a great answer. I just was like, go, boy, go, boy.
Why we ain't
And
hearing
he's
no
married.
claps?
He's married. He's been married 10 plus years. So I was like, right on.
I am
come
the
on,
table?
answer.
Is that the final answer? I am the table?
Yeah, so what you gonna do? Let's get your answer.
Listen, I think as my sister eloquently stated, it depends. It depends. And kind of to piggyback off what Hank said, you know, like you have a finite amount of time before, you know, people get to kind of discern on their own what you on, what you not on, what you bringing, what you not bringing. Is there a match? Is there a mismatch, right? So I'm a firm believer in case-by-case analysis, and I think that's what Mom Dukes was saying, right? Like you gotta just let nature take its course. You gotta understand that what you need could change from time to time. So what if you lock in with somebody before 90 days, after 90 days, and what you need ends up changing? Do you throw that table out since that nigga's the table? Does he have to leave and you go to IKEA and get a different table? Or is it like, yo, no, bro. Like, you know how disrespected I would feel if I wrote it all out? Like, yo, I'm the table. I'm everything I need and she needs. And then she was like, nigga, I only needed you for that season. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not doing
Seasons, reasons,
that.
in a lifetime. I mean, maybe you wasn't a lifetime.
Yeah, but this table is coming with me. This is a foldable table. This ain't no sturdy ass grandma table. This a foldable table, and it's coming where I go. You know what I'm saying? But to answer your question, this might be the first time I said this. I don't know. I honestly don't know because I feel like, you know, people are so, not people, me and the people I fuck with are so independent and so whole and so complete on their own that we don't necessarily like need each other. I'm cussing again. We don't need each other. We choose each other. We want each other. So it's kind of like not this codependency, what do you bring to the table? It's like whatever is being brought to the table, we both feasting. Mic drop.
So you a 50-50.
What happened?
You a 50-50 guy.
What you mean? No, I'm 100-100.
No, okay.
I'm 100-100. You give 100% of you, I'll give 100% of me, and we gonna keep it 100. But it ain't no, man, you doing this, you doing that. Who doing the dishes, first of all? This table dirty as ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be me. If I cooked, I'm doing the dishes. But if you cooked, hell that. I'm gonna watch the game. Does that wrap us up, or we got another one?
Okay, I got one more.
All right.
Just to stay along those lines. So I saw a clip, and the guy was saying that men always talk about wanting a woman to be submissive, wanting a submissive woman.
True.
Right? True.
For
Is
most.
that what you said?
No, I said true for most.
Okay.
I've seen 50 Shades of Grey as well.
He said, when you expect that from a woman, are you willing to submit to those monthly bills? He said a lot of times men want a traditional woman, but don't want to be traditional. Ooh, I think people feeling me in here. Okay, well let me run that back. Okay.
Who is that?
He said y'all want a traditional woman, but you don't want to be traditional. So, what do you think about that statement? If you want a submissive woman, you want the woman to submit. Are you willing to submit to those bills and that lifestyle, that family, that everything that comes along with that submission?
Nah. And here's why. Man. Because I think that submission is a byproduct of comfort. And I think that women are comfortable when they feel provided for, protected, you know what I'm saying, and secure in y'all relationship. And that can also happen if she's the breadwinner. And the breadwinner should pay the bills. So it's like, yo, if I'm an entrepreneur, follow me.
Stop.
Me. Follow me. Y'all, I had y'all and I lost y'all. I'm just saying, is submissiveness a byproduct of women feeling safe in their relationship? All right. So if we get into a situation where it's like, I don't know, economic recession, global health pandemic, monkeypox, and this nigga finds himself out of work, but she is like the breadwinner for a quarter, is it like, nah, nigga, be traditional? Or is it like, yo, you know, ebbs and flows? So it's like if she is still employed and she still got it like that and bam, and she got to, you know, stand in the gap for that brother, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I don't think it's an absolute, like the dude should be doing this, the girl should be doing this, and that's what tradition is. Who's to say we not supposed to be creating new traditions? Because when you think about it, going back to that Roe versus Wade thing, them was some 400 years ago white men that's trying, well, I'm being extreme. That was 70 years ago.
You are.
But you know what I'm saying? When you talk about like the Constitution and the Founding Fathers and all this, and they said, man, I know what's going to be good for the rest of
Take out the word traditional, Calvin.
I'm just saying, but that's what tradition is. Tradition is just what we've been doing.
Bills. What is it? Yes or no?
Say what? The first word out of my mouth was, nah.
Okay.
So I answered, but I was trying to give it context.
He doesn't agree.
But do you feel me? If you the breadwinner, okay. But if you the breadwinner, like, what do you mean by submissive? Let's break that down. What do you mean by submissive?
What I think he meant that most men mean, because I'm not with any of it, but meaning like what you're expected to do. So like, you know, when he comes home, have a meal made, whether you work or not, right? Have the house clean. You know, if he needs to be rubbed on, rub on him. If he needs you to run an errand, or like whatever he needs to make him feel
Serve
happy.
him.
Yes. Then you know what the hell submissive means?
Service, yes. I believe in, I think it's a little different, but I do believe in servant leadership. Yes, we all can be great because we all can serve. I was just having this conversation the other day. That's my love language, is acts of service. So it's like, serve me, goddammit.
Serve you.
Yes, but I'm going to serve you. What happened? What happened when y'all walked in and we was just warming up and we out the bam? Who was serving y'all drinks? This guy.
That's because this is event, y'all. It's
Stop
his
playing,
event.
bro.
It's
Stop
his
playing.
event.
I just feel like, yeah, service, acts of service is what's up. But that's my love language, so I'm probably biased on that. But like, what's that lady that invented the hot comb? And they had a movie about her.
Yeah.
Madam C.J. Walker. Like, what about her dude? What about Stedman? Oprah can't be submissive to Stedman just because she a baller? Like, come on, son. She still got to be submissive.
But does she?
She don't got to do nothing, obviously. But she should be comfortable choosing to be submissive in her relationship to her man, even if it's a non-traditional relationship. I just feel that way.
Okay. Sure.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe we won't find out on this episode of This and the Third. But I think that about wraps us up for this week's episode of This and the Third. Literally. We thank y'all for tuning in and turning up and pulling up and popping out for another dope episode of This and the Third, the lifestyle show that gives you life. Be sure to tell a friend and check us out each and every Thursday night, whenever we want to go live on IG, and pull up and pop out each and every third Thursday right here at Studio 2226 in the heart of South Shore. That wraps us up, and you can find us on all streaming and social media platforms by searching This, That, and the Third, with the third spelled I, like the Roman numeral 3. Once again, it's been a pleasure serving as a host. It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King, the third. My lovely co-host with the mostest, Ms. Rici Pieci, the one and only. And we are the Undisputed King and Queen of Chicago Podcast. Check us out.
This is a This, that, and the third. Doing this, that, and the